This is a fun one. We got on a Now CD.
That's awesome. That's great.
Welcome to this week's Thursday Market Update. I'm Justin and we are here at Carpet Booth Studios. Zach, tell us about Carpet Booth Studio. What is it? What does it have to offer for our community?
Carpet Booth Studios started in 2017 as a space for me to be able to songwrite and produce for my own projects and for other artists. And it kind of quickly turned into a larger commercial recording and production studio. And yeah, we're grateful to be able to do it here in Rochester of all places and have people that are local and regional and from all over travel in to work here with us.
What are some of the bigger names that you've worked with?
One guy that comes from the area that a lot of people might know is Young Gravy, a rapper from Rochester. He's gone on and done huge things, you know. Been working with him since 2017 on a lot of his stuff. Lucky enough to have like a couple golds and a platinum record with him. And then that's been fun to be able to perform instruments and sing on his records and songwrite and produce and mix and master and all that kind of stuff. And he's great to work with. Just wrapped up a project with this really cool hip hop artist from New Jersey called Trippy the Kid that features a lot of cool features across the record, including the members of 3 6 Mafia and Juicy J and Project Pat and DJ Paul, a bunch of other cool artists. We got to work on an episode of The Simpsons a few years ago, which was awesome, with a voice actor named Michael York, who a lot of people know for his role in like the Austin Powers films and stuff. Tons of really, really cool regional artists that, you know, have a lot of clout for what they're doing. And yeah, just thankful to be able to be working with artists at like every level. I love working with the independent artists that are like on the way up, you know, and helping them kind of actualize their career through their music.
That's wonderful. How did you come up with this idea of starting this kind of business?
Ever since I was really young, I just wanted to write songs and make records. Didn't really intend this, at first at least, to be this like larger scale commercial studio. I just really needed a space for me to write and produce in.
And thinking back to this then too, how have you like grown from the beginning? Your first thought was you had a small business downtown, right? And then you found this building. And how did you like envision seeing what you have here right now?
Yeah, it's a great question. It was a multi-step process for sure. I was in the downtown space. It was pretty humble. I'm still proud of the records we made in that space, but anyways, needed something bigger, and I wanted to be home with my family. I was sick of kind of traveling to Minneapolis like all the time to rent out other rooms and rent out other studios, and so toured a bunch of places with Bucky, Bucky Beeman with RGI. He was kind of our main facilitator of spaces, and yeah, bunch of places around town. And this was one that I actually found through a friend of a friend, and this was like the dream space, but it was like a 6,400 square foot old church, which like every producer and engineer is like, if I could create a studio in an old church, that's awesome, you know? I had somebody call me one day out of the blue and say that they knew about me through a friend from a friend, and he loved my work and believed in me as kind of a young businessman, and said he'd love to be a part of my future by helping me get this thing off the ground, by mentoring me and investing in me. And so he was a massive part of making this thing a reality and taking a chance on me. And then we ended up hiring a studio designer, Bruce Kaiser is his name, and he's worked on some incredible rooms all throughout the area. And he came in and helped me design the angles of the rooms and the shapes of the rooms and the sizes of the rooms to kind of maximize the different treatments we wanted, and to maximize, this newer half of the sanctuary that we were going to be using, but to even make it sound bigger than the former open sanctuary. And he's got like a mathematician, they call him acousticians for acoustics, so him partnered with just a little bit of preferences I had on workflow got us to where we are today. Yeah. I definitely come from more of like a producer standpoint with just thinking about spaces, thinking about emotion, thinking about performance and delivery.
So you'll do the audio for video, you have ways to do podcasts here, it sounds like.
Yep.
Radio, you're saying, and then you have people can just come in and record their own music. So you have a number of different things. Oh, and then you're saying helping out people with ads too. So like there's a number of different.
Yeah, anything you think recording or audio-wise, you know, we can help with for the most part. We recently had a grandma in a family who was diagnosed with a terminal illness come in with her family and record some songs that they actually sing the same songs like every Christmas. And they came in and sang those songs together, and we recorded them and kind of mixed them down and gave them on a CD so that they could have that as a gift when Grandma passed, and yeah, share it with their family for generations to come. And you never expect to get those kind of phone calls like when I started in this business, but man, it's like there's few things more powerful, I guess, than those kind of projects.
Where can people learn more about your business? You have social media, a website. What are the places people can go to learn more about you?
We have Facebook and Instagram. It's at Carpet Booth, or just Carpet Booth, one word. But our website's probably the best, www.carpetbooth.com. There's pictures and contact forms there, and testimonials and examples of the work we've done, and our services and examples of the artists we work with, etc. Yeah.
Well, I want to congratulate you, like sincerely, for all that you have accomplished and for building what you have built. This is an incredible setup that you have, and it's awesome to see you growing so much over the number of years. Like, you've been doing a fantastic job from the outside looking in.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that a lot.
Hey, super